In the headlines, bandits kill 3 persons and set military armored vehicle ablaze. Court orders DSS to produce Sunday Igboho's aides. Plus, at least 18 dead and dozens trapped in India landslides. Hello and welcome to TrustTV News Update. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for joining. For more news and latest updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. The news in details now. Bandits have reportedly attacked Dansadau community on the Maru local government area of Zamfara state, killing 3 persons and abducting 7 others. A source in the community told newsmen that the armed bandits attacked the community around 2:30 a.m. and the siege lasted for about 4 hours, ending in the early hours of Friday morning. He also confirmed that armored personnel carrier belonging to the Nigerian military was also set ablaze by the bandits. Meanwhile, Nigeria has received the first batch of the A-29 Super Tucano aircraft procured from the United States of America. The aircraft arrived in Kano State on Thursday afternoon, the Nigerian Air Force said. A statement signed by the Nigerian Air Force spokesman, Air Commodore Edward Gabwet, said on hand to receive the aircraft are the Minister of Defense, Major General Bashir Magashi, retired, Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, and Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Oladayo Amao. Gabwet said the second batch of the A-29 Super Tucano is expected to arrive in the country before the end of the year. The Federal Capital Territory Administration has recorded 60 deaths from cholera and other severe acute diarrhea diseases outbreaks in the nation's capital, even as the administration says it has intensified communities' sensitization to curb the spread of the disease. FCT Minister of State Dr. Ramatu Aliyu, who spoke at the continuation of community sensitization on cholera and other severe acute diarrhea diseases outbreak in Piakasa and Gwagwa communities, respectively, also revealed that suspected cases had risen from 604 to 698 within 72 hours. In a similar vein, Nigeria Center for Disease Control wants people to employ the non-pharmaceutical interventions and safety protocols to avoid the mutation of the COVID-19 Delta variant. Yahaya Disu, NCDC's head of risk communication, in an interview underlines the risk factors attached to the new strain of the disease. TrustTV's Aisha Salihu reports.
An upsurge in cases of the COVID-19 disease has led to emergence of the Delta variant in some parts of the world, including Nigeria. Following the red alert on 6 states and the FCT, Yahya Disu, head of risk communication, Nigeria Center for Disease Control, gives an insight on the new strain.
The new strain of the virus wants to survive the environment. In the process, it may become more virulent, and it's also possible that the rate of transmission could also increase, and some of the properties may change, and which may mean severity and a higher risk for human beings.
He further called on states to scale up rapid testing and vaccination to avert mutation.
Work with the states to get information about the number of cases, and then to make sure that the samples that are collected are tested. They do genomic sequencing to be able to determine the variants. We will only appeal to states to ensure that they increase access to tests in all LGAs in the communities. Now that we have RDT, that is rapid diagnostic test kits available, so you can even get your test immediately, test result immediately, and it's cheaper. We can only know if this virus is circulating when people test.
A discovery of the Delta variant of COVID-19 disease has led to the federal government placing 6 states and the FCT on the red alert. In a bid to avoid transmission and further mutation of the variant, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control has continued to urge Nigerians to observe the non-pharmaceutical protocols as well as other safety protocols as directed by the NCDC. Aisha Salihu, TrustTV News, Abuja.
Now, a federal high court in Abuja on Friday ordered the Department of State Services to produce the 12 detained associates of Yoruba Nation activist Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday Igboho, before it on July 29th. Justice Obiora Egutu gave the order after counsel to the applicants, Pelumi Ola Jengbesi, moved the ex parte motion marked dated July 7th and filed July 8th. The judge granted the plea of the applicant through the affidavit of urgency filed on why the matter should be heard expeditiously irrespective of the imminent court vacation. You're watching Trust TV News Update, and coming up after the break, police in Kano arrest 5 homosexuality suspects. Details and more coming shortly. Join us again.
Get latest updates on current topical issues and breaking news by downloading the TrustTV mobile app on your Android devices. Go online, click Google Play Store, search TrustTV, install the app, and get doses of unfiltered information on happenings all over the world in your pocket. Trust TV, documenting the Nigerian story.
Thanks for staying with us, and here's another look at some of our top stories. Bandits have reportedly attacked Dansadau community on the Maru local government area of Zamfara state, killing 3 persons and abducting 7 others. Plus, a federal high court in Abuja on Friday ordered the Department of State Services to produce the 12 detained associates of Yoruba Nation activist Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday Igboho, before it on July 29th. Moving on, the National Hospital Abuja has written to the Kano State House of Assembly saying the medical records presented to the House by defunct chairman of the Kano State Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission, Muhui Magaji, were fake. The Kano State House of Assembly had invited Magaji to appear before its ad hoc committee investigating a petition against him on Wednesday, July 14, 2021, but he cited medical reasons as justification for not appearing for the court hearing. Now, Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State has called on the federal government to do more to improve the standard of the Ibadan airport. Makinde made the call when the Joint National Assembly Committee on Aviation, led by its chairman, Senator Smart Adeyemi, paid him a courtesy visit in his office. The delegation is in Ibadan on an assessment tour to evaluate its concerns about the airport. According to the governor, an upgraded Ibadan airport will not only impact on the state's economy by expanding its business districts, but it will also benefit the country as the nation grapples with growing its non-oil economy.
Ibadan airport ideally should be the alternate airport to Lagos. So we think if Ibadan airport is fixed properly, it will take away, all those headache having to go to Ghana. As a government in Oyo State, we have been trying our best, to do our own bit. And as a matter of fact, upgrading of Ibadan airport, we already started that process.
The ambassador of the People's Republic of China to Nigeria, Q Jiangchun, says that Chinese loans given to Nigeria are mutually beneficial to both countries. Q, at a seminar on learning from the Chinese Communist Party's history and creating a brighter future held in the University of Abuja, said China and Nigeria have had a history of good friendship and bilateral relations.
Try to use the word, use the new colonial system mindset. They said, okay, if I lend you money, if you cannot pay me back, you will lose your sovereignty. The logic is the first Chinese side love to do something for Nigeria, to help, not only help, and also this done for the two countries. For example, Chinese side can work with Nigeria for railway station because now money is a big constraint.
In his remarks, Professor Sherif Ibrahim, director of the Institute for Legislative Studies, University of Abuja, said that the development of the Communist Party of China was worth celebrating.
Which manifests itself to be a nation builder, to emerge as the second largest economy by galvanizing the economy of China is something to actually celebrate. And that is why, with the attainment of 100 years of the Communist Party, it's been celebrated all over the world. And that is why at our center, we deem it imperative to actually discuss this and what do we learn.
Not just Nigeria as a country, but even our sister Africa countries and the world at large. We are a democracy and we are a growing country. And if there are certain things that we can take from some other countries, especially like China, in view of our present discussion, that we can learn to help us out in the country, why not?
Now, the police in Kano says 5 suspected homosexuals have been arrested for committing a unnatural offense. The suspects conspired among themselves to lure one Tajuddin Hashim and had anal sex with him. A statement signed by Police Public Relations Officer DSP Abdullahi Haruna said the suspects were arrested after Tajuddin complained of serious stomach pain and was rushed to Abdullahi Wase Hospital. The statement adds that the suspects confessed to the offense and will be charged to court accordingly. Work resumes in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, as civil servants and other workers are back to their places of work after the Salah holiday. TrustTV's Nafisa Abdul-Al checked in on how activities have picked up after the break.
Residents in the FCT have resumed work today following the 2-day national public holiday. As you can see, the atmosphere is filled with energy and enthusiasm as people are rested and ready to return to their various places of work. Some workers are refreshed and ready to continue their various tasks.
I feel good coming to work today after just 2 days public holiday. And though I'm not a Muslim, I'm a Christian, but with the way the celebration goes on, I believe it went well. And I wish everybody that came back to work today is a successfully week ahead.
Well, I feel excited because during the holidays, nothing worked during the holiday, but now that the work has resumed in full force, I'm happy because there are some offices that I'm going to submit some documents concerning my company at an MPC. So I'm very, very happy and I'm excited and I'm full of life.
Well, I feel refreshed really because, you know, when you have too much of work and at the same time you went back home and relaxed for like 2 days, it really, it's a very good idea and more especially this time around it's a Salah celebration. Although the time is very limited, but it's fantastic.
While Grace Njoku feels that after public holidays, resumption to work duties is normal.
Work has to resume now. They gave us 2 days for break and we've enjoyed those 2 days and work must continue, so normal.
Nafisa Abdul-Al, TrustTV News, Abuja.
Now on the foreign scene, at least 18 people have died in the western Indian state of Maharashtra after torrential monsoon rains caused landslides and flooding that submerged low-lying areas and cut off hundreds of villages, authorities said on Friday. Rivers in Maharashtra were flooded after authorities released water from dams made full after many parts of the west coast received more than 200 millimeters of rain in 24 hours, and some parts received as high as 594 millimeters rainfall. And now finally, in sports news, Nigeria's Esther Toko could only qualify for the repechage stage of the women's single sculls event in the rowing competition at the Tokyo Olympic Games on Friday. Toko, who was on lane 5 of the 6-woman heat 1 of the event's opening round at Sea Forest Waterway, could only finish 5th in 8 minutes. The 21-year-old was behind 4th-placed Alejandra Alonso of Paraguay and ahead of Esra Kogali of Sudan. Toko will now take part in the Saturday's repechage 2 at the same venue. And that wraps up Trust News Update. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media handles for more updates. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for watching.